Hello, I'm Chris.
And I'm Matthew.
Welcome to the Still Wondering podcast.
We are two brothers in our 30s trying to figure life out. So come and join us for a wonder.
Ho ho ho!
Ho ho ho!
Episode 29. It's just iconic. We've done this for pretty much a year.
Yeah, 29. It's almost one every. Well, it is one every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just about.
That is much better than I thought we'd do.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't have faith that we would do it a bit, but to be as consistent as we have been,
Yeah.
it's
It's pretty good.
well done us.
Yeah, well done.
Do you know what? We'll come into the new year and then we'll look at. We should watch like the first couple of episodes or something, and then maybe like Luke Brown to. Have we done anything we said we would do, or have we just done completely different stuff? We should do like
We have a review.
review.
There's one where we do like an annual review, or we do a what's our plan for next year.
Yeah, we did that. And then we did about 6 months ago. We did a kind of a where did we get to with that?
So we need to come back to
We
that.
need to come back to that.
We need to circle back.
They are.
Revisit that one.
Next week we will
we go.
revisit, circle back.
This is good.
But this is all about Christmas.
Christmas
2022.
2022.
Yeah, and we've got mail as well.
We have mail. Should we do the mail first?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it now.
What is the order of this? I think we'll do this one first. What's in the packet? Fucking open. If you send in mail, please don't super glue it shut.
Yeah.
No, not that I'm ungrateful or anything. Oh, it's quite long.
Okay, strap yourselves in.
Here we go. Bloody hell. This is, we've got 2 pages of A4. We're going to read this out.
It's an essay.
Here we go. Oh, dear listener. Okay. Hi to you both.
Huh?
Thanks for keeping me entertained with your brilliant podcast. Actually, should we turn this into a bit? What should we call mail? Should we call it mail time or something?
Could be misinterpreted.
No, right, yeah. What should we call it? Letter corner?
Yeah, okay.
Letter corner. So we're going to switch over to letter corner now.
Letter corner, okay.
And we have a letter here from Lottie Job.
Lottie Job.
Lottie Job. I'll read it out. Hi to you both. Thanks for keeping me entertained with your brilliant podcasts. Well, thank you very much. I'd like to tell you about some of my best and worst jobs. RE podcast number 11.
Oh, referencing and everything.
It's a
Thank
standout podcast, I think you'll find. I've had all sorts of varied jobs in my life. When I left school at 15, I worked at the department store of Eden Lilies. I sold curtain rings and hooks, braiding, tacks and webbing to many posh people.
Oh.
They're into their rings and hooks and braiding, really. I left that job because my dad ran away to Doncaster with my mum's best friend. Eventually, he picked me up to join them as I was having a hard time at home. In Doncaster, me and his fancy piece got jobs in a Corona drinks factory to earn some money to help keep things going in the tiny caravan that we were staying in. It was a busy job and very menial, but I didn't mind it too much. After a short while living there, I got very homesick and was taken back to Cambridge. My next job was at Tesco's, where I worked my way up to be a checkout supervisor. In those days, the late 1970s, there was a lot of sexism in the workplace, very different from how things are today. You had to be organised to do that job, and I did enjoy it. I can't remember why I left, but I had met my first husband there, and we both left to get other jobs. Mine was work in John Lewis, but it wasn't for long, as I was bored shitless folding towels all day. My then boyfriend was working in an old people's day centre, and he got me a temporary job there, bathing old ladies and taking them to the toilet. It was a little scary sometimes, as some of the oldies would try and grab their own poo as it was coming out.
Yeah.
My God.
They do that sometimes.
That's really...
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's working the NHS for you.
Yeah, particularly with the ladies, they associate it with childbirth. They're like, don't take my baby away, don't take my baby away. Yeah. It's
really?
Yeah, it's quite sad, really. But
My God.
anyhow, let's keep it light-hearted. It's
Yeah.
the Christmas episode.
Absolutely. We should save Letty Corner for the middle of the episode, I feel. That's probably why I wasn't there for very long. On to the next... to an office job at a heating engineering company called ESG Sales. They eventually went into liquidation. Next job, another office job at the Danish Bacon Company, doing office stuff and sometimes the wages. The manager who worked there was a big fat sleaze bag of a man. I didn't stay very long. Then on to Addenbrooke's Hospital, where my sister worked in the sewing room. She saw a job vacancy in the CSSD department, washing and repacking instruments. I quite liked it there. The staff members were okay and we would have a good laugh. After working there for a few years, I left to have my first son. I went on to have another son, and as he grew older, I had a few jobs along the way. I worked in Sainsbury's, then at Nuffield Hospital, washing and packing instruments again. But the staff there were awful. One girl used to F and blind all the time, and a chap that worked there packing theatre instruments had a skin disorder. Packing theatre instruments. I would find pieces of his scabs in and laying around the packing area.
Oh no, really?
It was stomach churning and so wrong. After having a row with the effing and blinding girl, I left that job. I worked in Asda for a while in the cash office, which I enjoyed very much, but can't remember why I left. TK Maxx was opening a new store in Cambridge, so I got a job there. After I left TK Maxx, I got a job in the Medical Research Centre as a cleaner. I had lots of laughs there, but I had a bad experience with a male colleague. That has affected me ever since, and I subsequently left. Edwinstone Nursery was my next job on this very long list. I loved the little ones, and the staff were mostly nice people. It was bank staff, and unfortunately there wasn't enough work available in the summertime. My next and probably most rewarding job was when I became a foster carer for small children. In the 6 years that I did it, I did a lot of courses and learnt so much about what our beautiful little foster children needed to feel safe, happy and secure. To see them thrive and change so quickly was a joy to watch. It was an amazing experience. Along the way, I had the odd cleaning job in addition to some of these employments. I've met some interesting people and I've learned much from their wisdom and knowledge. I feel lucky that I have had employment in my life so far, and even though I haven't really had a long-term career, I've learned about people and life along the way. Regards, Lottie Job.
Oh, now I get the sign off. Lots of jobs. Is somebody with a lot of jobs? That's really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
That was a lot.
That is a quite varied.
Yeah, that's a lot of jobs, isn't it? A lot of jobs. Dear me. But no, thank you very much for signing that in. I think, what's your takeaway from that?
Takeaway from that is it is a lot of jobs.
It is a lot of jobs. And it's interesting they found their sort of,
I think
their valued job at the end of the list.
Yeah, that's right. So got to the end and found the one that was most rewarding and probably the most like career, if you like, in terms of the training and development, and yeah, really, really interesting. It just goes to show, like, if you don't like something,
don't have to do it.
Do something else.
Yeah, go and taste stuff. Like, if you're not sure what you want to do, then just go
taste it.
Work in a bakery or cleaner, foster.
Do different things and see what floats your boat.
Absolutely.
They'll tick different boxes and you'll find something that you're kind of content with enough, or that you really, really enjoy, like fostering.
I have another letter. Should we read this out in the next pod?
Oh, you're too teased.
I think we should. Okay, should we do it?
Go on then.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, this was dated October the 28th, so a little bit behind.
Okay, there have been postal strikes.
That's fine. Postal strikes will be what it was. Hello, Christopher and Matthew. I've been watching your podcast for a while now and enjoy them very much. I love the raw honesty that comes from you both. Wow.
Okay.
We try.
Yeah.
I was watching podcast number 9, Flying, Ferrying and Podding Abroad.
Okay.
I recalled a boat trip in the Canary Islands that I and my then husband and 2 sons, that I had with my husband and then 2 sons. We booked a boat trip to see dolphins swimming in the sea off the coast. We thought it would be the highlight of the holiday, so we bought our tickets and boarded a smallish boat early one sunny morning. The sea was a little choppy, but we were excited about seeing dolphins in the flesh, in their natural environment. Sitting on the top deck of the boat, we set sail and waited in anticipation. It was a longish ride, and the boat just kept going further and further out to sea. After a while, we started to feel a bit seasick, and it didn't subside. We eventually got to the stage where we were wishing the bloody dolphins would hurry up and appear, and then we could go back to dry land. I remember just keeping my eyes on land in the distance to stop myself from vomiting. My youngest son was looking a bit green in the face too. At one point, I went to find a loo below deck of the boat, still feeling quite queasy, and I saw other holidaymakers on the trip eating bananas and drinking sangria. I wanted to die. We were so happy to get our feet firmly back on dry land when we arrived back later that afternoon. As we did not see any dolphins, I managed to get a refund from the company the next day. Luckily, it hasn't put us off going on boat trips since then. Oh, that's good. Keep up the good work, Miss Flo Waters. P.S. I looked up the word modest, RE podcast number 8. Classiness, dating, and underselling success. I found this. Modesty.
Self-efficacy.
You can read that.
Oh my God, yeah. Self-effacing.
Self-effacing, humble, unpretentious, unassuming, unpreserving. Self-effacing.
Self-effacing.
Self-effacing. Never heard that word before.
Yeah.
Very good. Thanks
you.
for sharing.
Thanks again,
Miss Flo Waters.
on the trip to Canaries.
Canaries?
Oh, lovely holidays.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've been to the Canaries. Probably have.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Well, if you have any letters, comments or anything, then please do send them in because we'll read them out in Letter Corner. Back to the pod though. What are we talking about today?
It's Christmas!
It's Christmas! It is Christmas.
It's Christmas. Yeah. That was it, really. Yeah, here we are, Christmas week, and it is... you need to... Yeah, we've got the tree, we've got some sweetener. You need to do your advent calendar, Matt.
Oh! Go on, keep on talking.
You're going to open all 24 boxes.
Go on, keep on going.
And we're excited, aren't we? Because it is a nice time of year. What does Christmas mean to you,
It's going
Matt?
to sound horrific on the...
It will. What the hell?
bit of ASMR there.
Bit of foil. Get the chocolate out.
Yum, yum, yum. I'll have day number 2 later. Lovely.
What does Christmas mean to you?
Money and presents.
We don't get money anymore.
No.
When we were kids, I mean, yeah, it was all about more the presents. Birthdays was more about money, I think. That's when you get like a wad of 5 as you're like, I got £30 in £5 notes. I'm so rich.
What's changed?
Who gives you money on your birthday?
Yes, it's true. What's Christmas to me? What is Christmas to me? I think... I mean, I can't say Christmas is something to me, but the time of year, and I think the Christmas spirit, is just that feeling of... This just feels quite nice and cosy, I suppose, and everyone's in the same mindset is the illusion. I think that the whole, I think towns with lights in just look better.
Yeah.
More approachable, and it just looks more, cosy, I think it's the word. I think that is the summary of Christmas for me, coziness, and doing as little as possible.
Yeah.
And kind of getting ready for a new year, kind of a hopefulness. It's like the last month where you go, I'll start that in the new year. It's a nice way of just justifying not doing stuff.
Yeah, which is universally accepted.
Yeah, so it's a good time to do that.
Nobody starts a new workout regime on Christmas Eve.
Why would you?
No.
Why would you? The best time to plant a tree is just after Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. As the old saying goes.
When the ground is completely frozen. I'm not sure that is the same, to be honest.
I thought you thought of the practicalities of that.
Why would you?
When the ground is completely frozen, that's the best time to plant a tree. Okay. There's that famous saying, the best time to plant the tree was 10 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is now.
Okay.
So
Yes,
in December,
yes.
it's in the end of December.
Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if, as the saying continues,
Is that why there's a load of
Is
dead
there-
trees in the garden?
genuinely
It's the
is
January time to get the trees in.
part of bench spades.
Yeah.
A fire that we had to make. Yeah. Yeah. But as the saying, there's a bit of the same people don't talk about, which is the best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago. Second best time is now. Third time is after December. But if the ground is frozen,
But not if the ground's frozen.
wait until another day problem.
Yeah.
It's another day problem.
But it's less of a catchy saying, is it?
It is, yeah.
The third best time with conditions. Conditions are that. It starts to lose its effect
Conditions number one.
as a snappier saying, doesn't it?
Well, as the crow flies, the ladybird sings, and without its wings, it can't fly. That's the same.
Oh, dear.
The reason this is funny is because we were talking about driving to our trip to Latvia, which we spoke about a couple of episodes ago, and we were deciding where to leave from, whether it was my place, your place, or Mum's.
Yeah, and it was a really early flight, so we needed a plan so we get up very early for this flight.
Yeah, so we're trying to sort of chop in and get as many minutes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was
it's-
the
yeah.
most efficient
What's
thing
the
to
mean?
do?
Yeah. And I think, Chris, you said, "Oh, my place is closer," and I said, "No, I think mine's closer." And then I did the maps thing, and there was about 2 minutes difference on the journey time. And then your reply was, "Well, as the crow flies," and I said to you, "Well, are we going by crow?" We're going by crow to the airport today.
Crow, yeah.
Get on.
Just objectively, Haverhill is much closer to Stansted than Newmarket.
Yeah. What
As-
takes
As the
crow flies.
yeah. I mean, but, going by road, it's, not so much different.
So you were trying to justify your statement by going, "Well, as the crow flies."
It's the crow flies. Yeah,
actually
but
quicker.
it was 2 minutes closer, so, whether other crow flies or according to Google Maps, it was the best choice.
Agreed. So yeah, that was just for some context for the listener. So it's Christmas. What has Christmas been to you?
What does it mean to me? For me, zero religious connotation. I think. I mean, I'm an atheist, so I don't, believe in that anyway. But it's all about being a winter festival. I think.
Yes.
The bleakest
That's the way to
time
put
of
it, yeah.
year with the shortest days. Yeah, well, it completely makes sense that we kind of put lights up and kind of gather around. And it's about you make that effort. You're seeing family. Sometimes family you don't see quite very often. You might only see them at Christmas. Much less now about kind of presents and stuff. I think for me it's about getting together and a feeling of coziness and as you say, just a time where you are excused from being ambitious or being
Yeah, that's a
like, I need to be doing lots and lots of stuff. Like you really can just shut down for that week and just
Yeah, because everyone else is shut down.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Nobody's expecting anything.
Yeah, expectations are low. So it's Christmas, so I should sit around my pants and
Yeah.
too much.
Whereas when you're a kid, it is about presents and stuff, just as you were talking. And as you said, I'm just sort of repeating what you're saying now, but that kind of resonated with me, is now I look forward to just doing nothing.
Yeah.
I think and having perfect permission. I don't need to give myself permission because that's what
Yes.
you do at Christmas,
Yes.
is you do nothing.
It's like, is it alright just to slob and watch film after film and rubbish on telly and just slowly graze yourself half into diabetic coma? That's perfectly
yeah.
acceptable at Christmas.
Yeah.
Whereas I do it in the middle of June. Suddenly I've got...
People frown.
Oh, people frown and, doctor's like, oh, you're going to die and whatever.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, Christmas is alright. So, yeah, that's kind of what it is. And it's just, I don't know, people's mood is generally quite good. There's stuff
Jollier.
going on. It is jollier, yeah.
I think people have a bit more of an effort because they know it's Christmas. And everyone's in the same boat. I know this is this isn't really a correlation, but coming out of COVID, everyone's in the same situation. And And Christmas, everyone knows it's Christmas, so they're in the same situation.
Yeah.
I don't know why I use that as an example, but do you know what I mean? We're all in the same thing at
Yeah.
the same time, which is quite an unusual place to be. And globally, pretty much,
Yeah.
Christmas is celebrated, I think, everywhere. I don't know.
No, not really.
No, okay. Is it not? I mean, America's pretty big.
Oh yeah, in America. Yeah. Well, any predominantly Christian places.
Okay, well, I'll take that back then. So, in places that I know about on the telly, but no, yeah, I guess it's the people that I'm digging a hole
Yes, it is,
Yeah.
it is like a universal winter festival, isn't it?
where we live.
Where we live.
Yeah,
Except it's the middle of summer in the other hemisphere,
that's true.
which is weird.
Weird having a hot Christmas.
A hot Christmas. We did it once. You might have been too young to remember.
No, I remember because I remember the Santa Claus was wearing trainers, and I pointed that
I
out.
can't believe you remember that. That's amazing.
Do you remember me mentioning it?
I don't remember you mentioning it.
Yeah, because there was a Santa Claus by the poolside. As
This is
he
in Tenerife, I think.
must have been.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember Mum recalling the story, but I think I can still see the movie in my head. Yeah, this Santa Claus was wearing trainers. He wasn't wearing boots, and I was like,
Ah,
"What's that about, Santa? Put your boots on."
come on.
I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever hotel that was, 20 years ago or whatever, whenever it was.
Yeah,
Fuck your ideas up.
yeah.
We're calling you out on that right now.
Yeah. Well, I made you leave a bad TripAdvisor review. 20 years old.
Yeah.
More than 20 years,
Just
I think.
find a hotel in Tenerife and leave that review.
Just 25 years later. I recall
Cool.
in the area.
It was definitely in Tenerife. You can't say it wasn't you.
Well, I don't want to be unfair, so I'll leave that review on all of them.
I'll just put on 1 star on
Hold on, there's Airbnbs. Well, it might have been all of them. We'll put it on all of them.
just send a letter to every house in Tenerife. Sort it out. That's quite a nice idea, actually.
What's
I
that?
wouldn't mind doing that again. Just going away for Christmas as well. Being somewhere different.
Yeah.
It's tempting. It's something you say every year, and then every year it's like, oh,
Like
there's
Christmas-
too much going on.
Christmas in New York would be cool.
That would be cool.
Like, you can rent the Home Alone apartment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's really expensive, and it's probably booked up years in advance.
Oh, yeah.
But you can, rent that room that Calvin McAllister.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin McAllister? Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah.
Stayed in. It's quite cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That'd be good. New Year in New York is supposed to be amazing as well.
Yeah.
Big fireworks.
New Year in Australia looked pretty cool.
Yeah, that does look good. Sydney Harbour Bridge. And it's the middle of summer there, isn't it? So it's going to feel
Yeah.
so different.
I will be going to Australia. It's really off topic, but we'll be going over there
Really?
definitely within the next 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, to visit a friend.
Amazing.
Need to figure out a time and book it in.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going over there.
Oh, Australia.
Yeah.
It just feels so far away.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it
it is so far away.
Yeah. I think if I did go that far, I'd probably tie in New Zealand, and I think there's a stop somewhere near Japan. I'd like to do Japan as well.
Oh, this Japan's a bit out of the way.
Oh, is it?
But you're probably thinking of like Hong Kong or Singapore, which are normally like the airports you might change at.
Okay.
So
Are they still quite far from Japan?
Yeah, Japan's sort of.
It's closer than England, right?
Oh yeah, I mean Japan's in the right area.
Yeah.
But
so why
it's
worry for
just-
that half of the...
Yes, yeah, it would
Right.
work, but it would be a much grander trip, I think.
Mm.
Because then if you're going to Japan, it's not a stopover place, really. Well, you could do what you want in Japan, but
Yeah.
a couple of days is just.
Oh, no. It would have
If
to be
you're
a couple
going
of
that
weeks.
far, you're going to be like a week in Japan, a week in Australia, and a week in New Zealand, just to feel like you got some
Yeah.
mileage out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like a month trip, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
I need to think about that in more detail before stuff starts coming in.
yeah. A lot of people do that. Yeah,
Hmm.
do like a whole month or more, as much as they can go away with, really, to make justice. Because again, with Australia, like it's a really massive country. You forget it takes like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, I think, to fly across from one end of Australia to the other.
Oh, wow.
So it's the equivalent of us flying to
It's the size of Europe, isn't it?
nearly the Middle East. Yeah, it's Turkey. Here to Turkey's
Wow.
4 to 5 hours.
That's
So
mad.
it'll give you a sense of distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always represented too small on the map. I think that's a... there's a certain types of maps.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one sort of universally used is actually very inaccurate.
Yeah, totally.
Australia's huge.
And
in
poor old New
comparison.
Zealand, they so often get left off maps.
Do they?
Yeah, people don't realise. And then there's this thing, there are like Facebook groups like Missing New Zealand, because like other governments will be like, here's a picture of the world, blah, 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 and it'll miss New Zealand off just because. And it's just to do with spacing and cropping. New Zealand is really kind of on the bottom corner. So it just ends up getting cropped off a lot.
Who decided the map was that way up? Because we were on a circle.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, the poles, I guess. Okay, the poles. So it's either one way or the other.
Yeah. We all sense of north and south, but you could have called them the opposite. And
Oh, because it's north, south, east, west, of course.
Yeah.
That's why it's set like that. Watermorum.
I mean, it is totally a European-centric. The design of modern maps were all developed by Europeans, the ones that then became popular.
But if we take north, south, east, west into the equation, actually, it's a perfectly reasonable map where everything's positioned.
I mean, I don't think
the reason Europe's in the middle is because we're near the equator.
No, we're not.
What we're nearer.
Well, the reason we're in the middle is because we think we're most important. You could.
Yeah, but that's the world the world is.
Logically, yes, you're right. Logically, the Pacific Ocean is like the biggest blank space, notwithstanding the countries that are islands in the Pacific. Right. So logically, if you're to, where do you put the most land mass? The normal map you would see is about right.
And set that way up is because of north, south,
Because
east,
if you
west.
put the Pacific in the middle, the thing you're looking at has got a great big ocean in the middle with land masses to the side.
Yeah.
Whereas it makes sense to have the land masses there with the ocean on the side.
Yeah.
So it's logical.
Interesting.
But there's something like Greenwich Mean Time is set by London. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that sort of sets itself as the privileged place, and there.
It's pretty mad, isn't it?
Mm.
Because at some point is it the British monarchy owned loads of land? I don't know how you describe
The
it.
colonies.
Yeah.
The empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, the empire. Yeah, there was a
So we set the
period
time,
in the
we set
1800s where everyone got on their boats and started just going abroad, sticking flags and shit, saying that's ours, and because those populations didn't have the guns to repel, they were just swept aside. No, here's our
And
flag.
by the way, you're Christian
This is
now.
ours now. Yes, and we'll have some of those minerals, and
Yeah.
we'll have some of that gold and silver and whatnot. And
And I've returned it all. We're a tiny little country, but the impact we made on our language, our time
Yes,
zone.
Yes.
Oh, there's one more thing as well. Language, time zone. Yeah, I guess that's it. I was going to say the year it is, but actually
Well,
that was set by the Christians, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, a lot of that religion, the British perpetrated Christianity, as did the Portuguese, as did the Spanish. They were all perpetrating religion to the rest of the world to make Christianity the dominant religion in lots of different parts of the world. And
That's
then-
interesting how it affects everything.
Yeah. It still causes a hell of a lot of problems for people all over the world, but
Yeah. Well, unfortunately.
yeah. Anyhow. Christmas!
Christmas! Well, it's quite related actually. Christmas and Christianity. Funnily enough.
Yeah, funnily enough, there's a connection. We understand it. But yeah, for me, it's a winter festival, and it's about family, and it's about indulging a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I are neither drinkers. I can go Christmas Day without drinking. It doesn't bother me at all. But I will overeat.
I think wine. A glass of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You
think
would-
drinking wine throughout Christmas is probably going to be my plan.
Okay.
Yeah. Beer 52, not sponsored. But Beer 52 have been, we've now got Wine 52, I guess. So selling me
Oh, okay.
monthly wine or something.
Oh, lovely.
So I've got one more case of that to arrive. And that'll be my wine set for Christmas.
Very nice.
So yeah, once all the bookings have finished, I think next week is the busy one.
Okay.
Then it cools down. Well, we're nearly at Christmas now, aren't we? Yeah.
I wasn't going to say anything.
The last few weeks have been very busy. We've been very busy this last few weeks.
We have had the same mugs for the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, we have.
The plant has not moved or grown or died.
Look, okay, we have to film this.
The candle. It's literally...
We have to film this in batches, guys. Sorry to ruin the illusion, but
We do.
we need
Practicalities.
We need lives as well.
If you saw our last episode, there's a lot going on.
Yeah,
We have to.
there's a lot going on.
But, you know.
You know. Well, put a hat on, you put a shirt on, we're all good.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you tell
go on.
us about your Christmas viewers? Viewers, tell us about your Christmas.
Yes, tell us about your Christmas. What do you do for Christmas? How do you manage your time around Christmas? And what do you think of it?
Yes.
How do you treat Christmas?
Yes.
Is it all about the presents? Is it all about getting drunk?
Yeah.
Or is it all about getting stressed about who you're seeing, when, where and what, and
Yeah.
how you're spending your day, and what shopping you got to go do, and you know,
Yes.
that's all last minute, and you've
And
got to
what-
get the wrapping paper, and that's split, and so I need to pay more for my wrapping paper, and
Auntie Deirdre's not coming because
Yeah.
she's fallen out with cousin Dave and
Yeah.
whatnot.
yeah, stuff that you're not going to care about because everyone's going to die anyway.
What a perfect place to end.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, enjoy Christmas because you might die next year.
yeah, and a lot of people will.
Yes.
Literally millions of
Literally
people.
millions of people die.
Well, yeah,
They don't talk about that at Christmas.
no, they don't. They don't.
We're keeping it real on this podcast.
We are.
Balance. We like to balance everything.
Yeah, I mean, millions of people will probably die on Christmas Day.
Oh yeah, undoubtedly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? How sad. But then saying that, not all of them are Christian, so I guess it's not that sad for all of them.
No, it'll just be like another working day
But
potentially.
yeah. So it's for all of them, as if I say, all of you that believe in the religions. Not that sad. Yeah, sweet. So yeah, send in your questions too. What's the email?
Q@stillwandering.com.
And that is
Our email address.
Wandering.
Wandering with an A, not an O.
One with
That's
an
right.
A, not an O.
Yeah. We should check that account sometime, see if anyone's emailed.
I have, and then nobody has.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
make our day.
Make our-
Just say hi, and we'll read it out.
yeah, that's right.
If we got someone saying hi, woo!
Go us.
Yeah, we paid extra for that email. I don't think we did actually, but there we go.
Good.
Fabulous.
Have a lovely Christmas.
Have an excellent Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year.
Yes. Can't see why not.
New year? Does that work out mathematically?
Yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah, we'll see you just before the new year, possibly.
Yeah.
We'll see you after Christmas.
We'll see. We've got a lot on, but we'll find time.
Fabulous. Right. In a bit.
Bye.